Mason Greenwood set to be made available as a free agent, Amrabat medical taking place, and Manchester United let go of a surprise player. Those are all the things that we'll be discussing on this afternoon's show. But before we jump into that, please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. So let's start off with the Mason Greenwood story. There's a story coming out in the last 15 minutes saying that Manchester United are now willing to let Mason Greenwood leave on a free transfer. So that would be where they mutually terminate the contract, Manchester United and Mason Greenwood, which would then allow him to go and speak to other clubs without Manchester United having to involve a fee. So this is the best way to allow Mason Greenwood the most different options available on the market. And it looks like he has got some options. It looks like Lazio are currently leading the race for his signature. They've already been speaking to his agent. They've already offered him a contract. It's just whether Mason Greenwood will accept it and whether he thinks that's the right move for him. I know some people wanted Mason Greenwood to stay. I know we're well past that point now, but I think where we are at this moment in time, letting him go as a free agent does make the most sense, and it does allow him to get the best move and prioritize what's best for his family and all the rest of it. So I think this is the correct decision from Manchester United to let him go for free, and I will keep you updated on where his next club will be. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about a Mason to Lazio move. Do you think that would be a good deal for him? Do you think that would be something good for his future? Now, moving over to Sofyan Amrabat. We have got a bit of an update on that one for you. So obviously we've had the here we go. We've had the deal confirmed. But Fabrizio Romano has just come out and said that Sofyan Amrabat is now on his way to undergo medical test as new Manchester United player after agreement has been reached. So a private jet is currently taking him from Florence, where Fiorentina is, over to Manchester, and he will go straight to Carrington and do his medical immediately. Obviously the deadline is 11 p.m. for transfers. It takes about an hour to get from Florence, an hour and a half to get from Florence to Manchester. So I don't think there's any doubt that he'll be able to get there and do his medical. He will be unveiled as a Manchester United player, and I do think we'll get the announcement with him holding the shirt and all of the rest of it by the end of today. So that's one to keep an eye on. Obviously, the deal is worth 10 million euros loan fee, and then we will be paying Fiorentina 20 million euros in June 2024 if we decide to make the deal permanent, which I think is fair. That's 25 million pounds total package, which is about what we were expecting to pay for him. I've got zero complaints about that. We get a little bit of a try before we buy. Maybe he comes and does terribly, and then we don't even have to buy him. So obviously, I hope he comes in and does well, but maybe this is actually the best of both worlds for everybody, because we pay 10 million euros. We get our midfielder that we need. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we send him back. So really, really happy with that bit of deal. But let me know how you're feeling. Are you excited about Sofyan Amrabat? And do you think he'll be ready to start in the game against Arsenal on Sunday, or do you think he'll be on the bench? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Now, moving over to Rasmus Hojlund, we have had some positivity coming out from Ten Hag in the last 30 minutes. He's just done his press conference and he has confirmed that Rasmus Hojlund is now ready to start. He says that he trained all week with the rest of the first team squad and is ready to play in the game against Arsenal. And you know what? I would start him. If Ten Hag said he's ready to start, we 100% should start him. No doubt about it. I know it's a massive game. I know it's throwing him in at the deep end, but we desperately need goals and we don't have a striker. So for me, Rasmus Hojlund has to start against Arsenal on Sunday. He's fit, he's available, and that is a massive, massive boost for Manchester United. But do let me know in the comment section, would you start Rasmus Hojlund on Sunday, and do you think he'll get a goal? Let me know your thoughts. I think he's going to score on his debut. I have this feeling. The final story we have to bring you this afternoon is a bit of a shock one. It's around Alvaro Fernandez, obviously somebody who I know a lot of you wanted to stay as the new left back, obviously with Luke Shaw being injured. Now, there's a story coming up in the last couple of minutes saying that Alvaro Fernandez is set to join Granada on loan for the season, but there is no buy option. So it does look like he will be going. It does look like he will be going over to La Liga. Obviously, I wish him all the best. I would have loved to see him get a bit of game time for Manchester United, but that simply isn't going to happen. And you know what? Going on loan to the Spanish league, I think that probably is quite a good move for him. Obviously, he's still very, very young. He's got a lot of developing to do. We've just brought in Sergio Reguilón from Tottenham. He's probably not going to get any game time. So although it's a little bit disappointing and I would have loved to see him, be implemented into the team, it probably is the best thing for him for his development. But do let me know what your thoughts are on the Alvaro Fernandez to Granada story. Are you happy? Are you sad? Let me know your thoughts. As always, do let me know what you have to say about the Amrabat deal, about the Alvaro Fernandez deal, about Mason Greenwood, and of course about Alvaro Fernandez in the comments section below. This has been Daily Red Devil. I've been Kieran. Please do smash a like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you all later.